I trained a number of chefs during my 30 years in the kitchen, and now in the same way I'm able to teach you right here in your own home. It's all about raising the standards. So set up your laptops, sharpen your knives, and get ready to enjoy the techniques and tips from my kitchen. Okay, this next recipe we're going to make smoked fish with a fennel and red onion salad. Now I'm going to show you how to make, how to smoke your fish in your own kitchen. I've made a little smoker up here. I've just lined a deep tray with tin foil and some sawdust and a cake rack on top of that. What we'll do a little bit later on is put another tray over the top of that and wrap it in tin foil, and we can smoke it on our own stove. You can also do it outside if you like. Once I've shown you how to make this smoker, you can smoke it on your barbecue. But you know, if it's raining, you've got to be inside for that. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to make the dry cure for the snapper itself. I'm using snapper, fish like kahawai, cod, mackerel. Really oily fish are really probably just as good for smoking, nice and moist. But as I say, we've got snapper here today. So I've got some brown sugar, some salt, and I've chosen some ground cumin, some paprika and ginger. You can swap your own spices around. You can use coriander seeds, maybe even some chili. So I'll show you how to put this together. So we've got the sugar, sea salt, paprika. Try even smoked paprika. It gives it a nice rich flavour as well. A little bit of ground ginger. So just get in with your hands, just mix it around. And what we're going to do is just going to pack plenty of this onto the fish. Put lots on. We want to draw that moisture out so when we smoke the fish, we get a nice crust over the top of it. Alright, so plenty on as I said, and that'll help to, one, impart the flavour into the fish itself, and two, give it a really nice caramel look when we smoke it. So make sure it's well wrapped, because you will get some liquid forming around the outside of the fillet, so make sure it's well wrapped before you put it in your fridge. It's been marinating for 3 or 4 hours. So I'm just going to remove the plastic. And you can see there's quite a lot of liquid, so that's why you want to make sure that you do wrap it up nice and tight. And that liquid is really just from the moisture out of the fish and some of the sugar that's dissolved. So pick your fish up, just shake any excess liquid from it and lay it onto your smoking rack. Now this little smoker here that you can use in your house. If you want to add your own flavour to the smoke itself, you can. I've got manuka in here, I've got a little bit of jasmine tea, you can put some rosemary in there, even a little bit of thyme. So you can mix and match. Lavender's also a very good one. So I've got my fish on the rack, so now what I'm going to do is show you how to finish it off. So I'm just going to pop another tray on top of the fish. I'm using plenty of tin foil. What we want to do is try and seal in the edges of the tray so that we're going to try and keep the smoke within that cavity. So this is called a hot smoke, which is opposed to a cold smoke. And the obvious reasons are that the fish is actually being heated as opposed to just a smoke cavity with no heat in it at all. So you might see in the supermarkets you get the nice thinly sliced salmon. That's all been cold smoked, so there's no heat anywhere near the salmon itself. Okay, so that's nicely sealed in. So what you need to do is put this on an element, probably on the rear of your stove. Make sure that your extraction is on in case you do lose any smoke. So I'll do that right now. Okay, we've had about 15-20 minutes of this fish smoking. I'm going to turn the element off. I'll remove the tray from the element. We're just going to leave it here for about 5 to 10 minutes till the smoke is dissipated. Leave your extraction on, and so we can suck all the smoke out. Don't want to smoke out the house at this stage, so I'm just going to come over here and make up the salad for the fish itself. So what we're going to do is take a couple of fennel bulbs. These are really nice and white, so they're quite fresh, good quality. So I'm just going to remove the stalks. And again, we're going to cut them in half to make it easier to slice. So just cut them straight through the centre and just cut off the bottom little browny part there. And then just use your cook's knife again and very finely slice the fennel. Really fine. When it gets too hard, just lie it down, do it the other way. So we don't want too much of the root in there because it's a little bit chewy. Because we're serving it raw, it has to be fine. So it's not the same as the fennel that grows on the side of the road. These are special fennel. The one on the side of the road is a weed, so don't go putting weeds in your salad. Actually, that should just about do it for the fennel itself. So we put that one back. Just give your knife a bit of a sharpen with the steel. Always use your steel during your preparation, just to keep the edge on your knife. If you don't use your steel, you'll lose the edge quite quickly. So I just want to do some red onion rings here, so give it a nice presentation. To just remove the top. Probably one onion might be enough. So nice and fine. And the flavour of the red onion with the really robust smoky flavour of the snapper should complement itself really well. Okay, so just break the red onion up into rings. Just spread that around. One onion should be plenty. Into there I'm going to put some capers, a couple of spoonfuls of capers. Maybe one more. And then juice of the lemon. So just give it a good squeeze. This will help to soften that fennel and make it more palatable. And lastly, I just want to put a little bit of drizzle of olive oil. This will help to bind all the flavours together. Okay, that's our salad. The salad's finished. We just need to season it just before we serve it. I'm going to go and get the snapper. So that's been sitting there for about 10 or 15 minutes. We'll remove the tin foil. Just be careful, it could be hot, so use your cloth to pick it off. Looks fantastic. You can smell the really nice, rich, sweet flavour from the snapper. So just pick those fillets up and lay them on your platter. You can break the fish up if you want to, but I always think it's nice serving 2 whole fillets, and you can use a knife and fork and break it up if you like. So with the salad, just make sure you clean hands. We're now going to just season it and sprinkle it right over the top of the fish itself. Okay, so plenty of salad. And all those colours and flavours are all natural colours, go really well together, and all that flavour in there. The other thing you can do with smoked products is you can even smoke your own vegetables, tomatoes, duck. At the moment we've got smoked duck on our menu with duck confit. So try experimenting. Smoked tomatoes. We can make a fantastic smoked tomato sauce, which goes really well, with grilled beef and pork and what have you. So I'm just going to finish this by taking some picked parsley and just give that really nice finish to the dish. Really good fresh flavour. They're all going to work really well, and again, just some good extra virgin olive oil. Just drizzle that over. So there you go, there's a smoked snapper. Really nice fennel and red onion salad. It's fantastic flavours, really one of my favourite dishes, and I hope you really enjoy it. So please try it at home.